A focus on pay equity. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Barbara Price. She is first vice president for the Bucks County Women's Advocacy Coalition. Thanks so much for being with us. Good to see you.
Thank you.
First of all, let's talk a little bit about the pay gap as it exists. Here in the Commonwealth, in Pennsylvania, women are earning 79 cents on average as compared to their male counterparts. But you say the picture is actually worse for women who are African American and for Latinas.
Yes, that's the case, unfortunately. And in fact, within the ethnic and racial minorities, women compared to men within those groups are not doing as badly. For instance, African American women do make about 90% of what African American men make. But when you compare their wage gap to what white men make, African American women only make 67 cents on a dollar, and Latina women only make 57 cents.
So if those are the statistics, let's talk a little bit about what that means in the everyday lives of women. It's one thing to talk statistics, this is another thing to talk about the daily impact on women's lives, and this is something that you as a coalition are concerned about.
Right. But it limits your buying power, it limits what you could do. I mean, there's some information that says if women got equal pay, they could pay for 12 more months of rent in Pennsylvania. So there's lots of things that women can't afford, can't do. It causes them to not be able to afford to take care of their families. 42% of single mothers with children under 18 are the primary or sole breadwinner for their family. So that all that responsibility falls on them. And if you don't make that kind of money, the same amount of money as a man makes, you can't afford to do a lot of things.
So if those are the concerns and the repercussions of this gap continue as women age, they become more dramatic. Those are the concerns. You, as a coalition and others, are talking about this here in the Commonwealth and across the country. There is a federal act, but there's also a piece of legislation here in the Commonwealth that would work to address this issue in a variety of ways.
Right. HB 1243, which is being sponsored by some of the legislators in Pennsylvania. And it really is a very comprehensive bill. It says that you can't ask a woman, or anybody for that matter, what their salary history was, so that when you offer them a job, you're not basing that on their previous salary. People should be paid what they're worth and what that job is worth, and not base it on your previous salary. It also protects employers in a lot of ways too, because it also gives them reasons why they would be able to offer different salaries and protects them legally in that way. But it also allows for people to sue them if they don't match that, and list certain things they can't do to compensate for the pay.
And just a short time left, but this legislation has already been introduced here in the Commonwealth.
Yes.
And you are looking for people to get involved with working to move it forward.
Yes, right. Call your legislators and tell them you want HB 1243.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Barbara Price. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Newsmakers.